what I'm on about. That's what I'm on about.
How are we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. We are back for another week, and I hope every single one of you have had a really good weekend. Now, of course, today we're going to take a look back at all the games in the Premier League over the weekend. And as usual, plenty of goals, plenty of talking points, and another defeat for Arsenal.
I represent my fucking self.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right.
So, of course, we're going to take a look back at all the games over the course of the weekend in the Premier League. And there were some very, very good games in there. And we have to go all the way back to Friday night for the very first game. And this result actually kept Arsenal in the top half of the table. Small consolations. Wolves, they beat Leeds United 1-0. And it was an own goal that was enough for them to win the game. And they're going to be very, very happy about that. And Leeds United, it's just one of those seasons, really. They'll be happy overall because they're going to be surviving in the Premier League. And that would have been their sole objective at the start of the season. But yeah, 1 week they can see goals, score goals. I think that if they can, sort a few little issues out, maybe next season, then they could become a very dangerous side. But like I said, I think that they'll be relatively happy with the season in general. And I don't think there's any doubt that they're going to be playing Premier League football next season. And the same with Wolves. They've had a really tough couple of months. But yeah, they've had a couple of good results of late. And that should see them, out of the equation for the relegation battles. Going into Saturday's games, some very good games in here. First one we're going to go with was Burnley against West Brom. Now, this weren't really a 0-0 game. But again, there was some, VAR controversy, shall we say. And lo and behold, Mike Dean was the referee. Well, would you guess? But Ajayi was sent off for West Brom in the 30th minute of the game. Now, the incident. He's the last man with the Burnley player. He's just inside his own half, so a very, very long way from goal. The ball's gone through. He's made a clear block with his hand. And the referee, Mike Dean, has decided that it stopped a goal-scoring opportunity. So he's going to send him off. The only thing that I've got to ask about this, and this is what I say with consistency, is that the foul on Saka against Aston Villa a few weeks ago, everybody was saying it was a clear foul. And even though he was through one-on-one with the goalkeeper, he was too far away from goal for it to be deemed a goal-scoring opportunity. I disagreed. And so did a lot of people, because Saka would have been one-on-one with Martinez. It's a red card. Just as the same as this is a red card. Consistency. But West Brom, they were able to get that 0-0 draw. And do you know what? They actually played well, to be honest with you. So I suppose they'll come away from it, given the circumstances, happy with a point. Although they'll feel that they should have got 3. Southampton against Chelsea. And this was a 1-1 result, this one. And Chelsea won't be happy. And Thomas Tuchel has come under a bit of criticism for his handling of Callum Hudson-Odoi, brought on at half-time and then taken off in the 75th minute because apparently he didn't look right. Tuchel went on to explain after the game that he felt that he wasn't doing what he wanted, and he took him off, and that don't look good at all. I think he's laying down markers, but that's a risky one to do on any player, especially a young lad that's obviously had a few problems this season. And Chelsea, they were able to equalise in this game. Mason Mount from the penalty spot. And even though there was over half an hour remaining, they weren't able to find the winner. Minamino, again for Southampton. He's having a great time since he's moved to Southampton on loan from Liverpool. The spoils were shared in that game. Fulham against Sheffield United. Massive win for Fulham. 1-0, Lookman with the goal. But again, bit of a talking point in this. Right near the end of the game, Sheffield United felt they should have had a penalty. And they should have had a penalty. And I've seen it. The best way of describing it was a similarity to the tackle that injured Virgil van Dijk, where the goalkeeper comes out, goes to win the ball, but he's, other foot's high and it takes a player out. And if an outfield player does that, it's a red card all day long. I don't see why goalkeepers are allowed to be so reckless in their tackling. Tackling is tackling. You can't, become reckless because you're a goalkeeper. It's a clear penalty all day long. But I think Sheffield United, the inevitable will happen to them soon enough and they will be relegated from the Premier League. But Fulham, that is a massive, massive 3 points. The last game of Saturday, and this was the big one, the Merseyside derby, Liverpool 0, Everton 2. The last time Everton won at Anfield, Kevin Campbell scored the winning goal. But Richarlison with the perfect start for Everton. And then, more controversy, shall we say. Calvert-Lewin gets put through, has a shot, Alisson saves. Trent Alexander-Arnold is trying to make the tackle. He's still on the floor when the ball comes out. And Calvert-Lewin has fell over him, is the easiest way of saying it. Trent Alexander-Arnold's done nothing wrong. He doesn't even know that he's behind him. He's just clattered into him. And he's been awarded with the penalty. VAR suggested to the referee that he goes over and has a look, because he may well have got it wrong from giving the initial penalty. And he's literally seen it, and within seconds, nope, sticking with my decision, penalty. And I just don't get it. Again, I'm going to refer to an incident involving Arsenal and David Luiz. They've taken the part of the rule out now about whether it's being intentional. Because years gone by, if it wasn't intentional, it wouldn't be a penalty. The David Luiz one wouldn't be a penalty because there was no intent. There was, no attempt to win a tackle. It was a simple accident. Just as the same as this was a simple accident. But now they've taken that part of the rule out. It means that contact, it's a penalty. You might as well just fall over a player every week and get a penalty then. But if the referee is giving that, then by the letter of the law, he should be sending off Trent Alexander-Arnold because he's not made a genuine attempt to win the ball. Just as the same as David Luiz was sent off. Again, consistency, and you wonder why I moan. But Everton, they'll be absolutely buzzing about that. Going into Sunday's games, Aston Villa against Leicester, 2-1 win for Leicester, brilliant result for them. Aston Villa didn't look good at all. And Maddison scored a goal, and Emi Martinez won't be happy with either of the goals, to be fair. Feel that he could have done better with both. Arsenal, of course, lost to Manchester City. I've spoken about that in great detail, and I don't think I need to say any more on that subject. West Ham, big win against Tottenham, 2-1, and they move into the Champions League places. And Tottenham absolutely feeble. And Jose Mourinho, how long will he last at Spurs? Because I tell you something, if fans were in the stadium, they'd be fuming right now. Tottenham fans want him out. They've had enough. They've gone from winning the league in November to being absolutely shambolic in February. But it is what it is. Last game of the weekend, Manchester United against Newcastle. And this was a 3-1 win for Manchester United. And the first half was pretty much same old for Manchester United. See a lot of fans moaning about Ollie and his tactics and everything else. Rashford puts them ahead. St. Maximin equalises for Newcastle. Dan James scores the second. And then Bruno Fernandes with his customary Manchester United penalty. seals the game for them, and they'll be happy to get the 3 points. In terms of the Premier League table, what do those results do? Manchester City clear at the top, 10 points, and they are champions in waiting. Manchester United in second, level on points with Leicester. West Ham in 4th place on 45 points. Chelsea in 5th and Liverpool in 6th. Everton are in 7th place, but they do have a game in hand. So it's going to be a very interesting, chase for those European places. If you look all the way down the bottom of the table, West Brom on 14 points, second from bottom. Sheffield United 11 points. As I keep saying, I think both of them have gone. Fulham, they've gave themselves a real big chance with that victory. 22 points. And Newcastle United only 25 points. Brighton, they're on 26 points. And they're going to have to keep an eye. Burnley on 28. So those relegation places and the fight, to avoid the drop. Very, very interesting last couple of months in the Premier League, that's for sure. So there we go. That is it for today's DT's Daily. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topics. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you a lot soon. I'm out of here.